Hi, welcome back. Today's painting is going to be lavender flowers. So for today, the colors that you'll need is purple, white, green, black, and gray. You're also going to need a couple of cotton swabs and your thin and medium-sized brush. Don't forget to get your cup of water and some paper towels. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so if we start looking at the canvas, it goes from gray to white. So let's start with the gray using your medium-sized brush. Go side to side at the top and then start going lower. Let's make a line about halfway. So keep going with your gray side to side. Fill in all those white gaps that you leave behind. You can go up, then down. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm just going to add from the corner of my brush a little bit of black. And I'm going to add it to the corners. Another little bit of black. And add it to this other corner. And just blend it in with your gray. See, it needs to be wet so it can blend together. Okay, now keep going with your gray towards your line. Just remember, go side to side, not up and down. Alright, now that we are here, we're going to mix in the white paint. So get some paint and go a little bit over the white. We need that blending. And then start going lower. Mix them in together. Go all the way down. Even though the canvas is white, you still need to put some paint on there. So go all the way down with your white paint. So how do I know it's still wet? Well, you see through the side, you can see the glossiness. That means the paint is still wet. Once we're done with the white, we need to let it dry a little bit so we can add some leaves. Okay, paint all the way down. Alright, so now we're going to let this dry so we can continue with the leaves. Okay, so my background is dry already. We're going to start with the leaves. So you're going to need some green, and we're also going to make some light green for some highlights. Okay, so the way you do the light green, you mix some white, put it on the side, a little bit of green, mix it together, and you'll make some light green. Okay, clean your brush. And for the leaves, we need the thin brush, the little one that you have. Okay, So I like to start from the bottom up. They're all going random ways. Okay, let's start in the middle. I'm going to go from the bottom up. Okay, it's a little light, so I'm going to go over it again. So at the bottom it'll be thick, and then it'll start going thinner. Okay, let's make another leaf right here. Let's have them cross. So bottom up. All right, now the next one, let's do this one going straight up, bottom, straight up. Okay, I'm going to do this little one. It's curving towards the right. Okay, right next to it, it's curved to the right. Okay, the next one is going to the left and out the canvas. And this one is going to the right. It's going to be a little higher. Okay, on the other side, let's do one going to the right. Pointy at the top. Then we need one going straight up. Now one little one going to the left. And then one here in between going out of the canvas. You can always add a little bit more paint to your leaves if you want them darker. They can look a little brushy. Okay, so remember that light green we made? I'm going to start to do a little highlights, okay? Let's add on the top of the leaves. Let's put a little highlight. Some of these leaves are going to have flowers, so it's going to cover up on some of them, but I'm going to add it to all of them. Just make a little line there. Okay, so now that we have the leaves done, we need to let it dry before we continue with the flowers.